And humble, Jillian said. There is a dude out there you would not believe. You know how you always say that the way I ski is one of the biggest arguments for why you don't ski? It is. You're a maniac daredevil. You would reconsider that description if you saw this guy. Who is he? Chris shook her head. Not a clue, but I've never seen a more audacious skier. That's saying a lot. And I mean it. If you hear sirens for the ski patrol, they will be for him. He's going to kill himself. Come on, Chris. This is a family-friendly ski business. Tell that to him. He's looking for danger. When I do the double black runs here, I don't usually have much company. Not many people have the skills. But he didn't even take a minute at the top to see where the path down was. He just got off the lift at the top and pushed off without a breath or a beat. Well, is he as good as he thinks he is? Chris shrugged. His turns are pretty tight, I'll give him that. But he's scary fast and doesn't seem to believe in stops. Maybe he's a competitive skier. Then why ski here? Don't know. Hey, why did you come in? Hungry? Cold? Grr. The buckles on one boot are not holding properly. I'm spending half my time stopping to adjust them, and even still I feel my heel moving too much for good turns. I'm not going to take chances. I have to call it a day and have Leif Mueller look at it back in town. You've been out there for hours. Jillian put her feet back in her boots. Have something to eat first. I'll start putting stuff in the car. The day still blazed resplendent on the drive back to Canyon Mines, which was within easy driving distance of half a dozen ski locations. It wasn't often that Chris could get away from Or the Mountain, her ice cream parlor on Main Street, for an extended day excursion. But January, especially the lull just after Christmas, was a better time than most to leave the shop in the hands of a part-time employee. Though there might be ski season foot traffic through town, freezing mountain temperatures did not put ice cream at the top of tourists' lists, and the Canary Cage coffee shop just down the block sold hot beverages that Chris could not compete with. Hot chocolate was the only exception, because her secret ingredient was hand-tempered chocolate supplied by Carolyn, who ran Digger's Delight, the candy shop that shared the building with Or the Mountain. So, Veronica and Luke are having their usual winter party soon, Chris said as she turned her car toward the town limits. Are you and your dad going? With sleigh bells on, Jillian said. As usual, the theme is hush-hush. Have you heard any leaks? Not yet. And if you did? Jillian smiled. She could keep a secret. Nia said Mary promised to come back for a weekend at the inn after she settled at grad school in Denver. You all did a good thing for her, helping her sort out her genealogy. And her family. I don't always get to see the difference genealogy searches make quite so dramatically. Jillian pointed out the windshield. It's starting to snow again. Fresh powder. You're already thinking about getting back out on the slopes. Sure, if I get my boots fixed. Will your dad cut back his days working in Denver? Just January and February. 2 days a week instead of 3. If we have a mild stretch, he can always change his mind. Nolan Duffy's home office was upstairs, while Jillian's was downstairs. He worked part of the week in Denver and part in Canyon Mines, and she worked full-time out of the house. Their arrangement had worked for years. Nolan's practice as a family law attorney and mediator was brisk, and Jillian's work creating family trees for individuals or looking for missing people for insurance or law firms, along with speaking at genealogy conferences and writing for journals, produced a steady stream of requests for her expertise. Since losing her mom when she was 14, Jillian and her dad had created their own rhythms of companionable living. I heard Clark Addison is threatening to remodel the Canary Cage, Chris said. He'd better not get rid of our couch. You got that right. We might have to stage a sit-in.